My favorite part of vacation is leaving. This is our last day here, and I've had an absolute blast in Florida, but I cannot wait to go home. As much as I love traveling, as much as I love getting away and getting off the grid and doing fun things and doing videos in other spots of the country, I very much enjoy going back home. I like where I live, I like my sanctuary, petting my dogs, seeing my family, going on my runs and walks and going to my coffee shop and editing and working. But I also love both. So traveling brings out the best in that because both stay kind of fresh and fun to me. I get to go away and have fun and experience something new, but then I also get to come back to what I'm used to and what I love. And honestly, I think I like being home more than I like being on vacation. This is the greatest example of this is when I went to Hawaii with Bill in late September, early October of last year. We were there for 10 days, filmed a challenge video the first 7 to 8 days of the trip, and we had a day or two to ourselves just to round out the trip and have fun. And by the time the 7th day was there, I couldn't wait to get back home. And meanwhile, I was in Hawaii, one of the most beautiful places in the world, just, honeymoon getaway. I couldn't wait to be back. I can be somewhere for a week and then you have to take me back to Cleveland. I love it there. It's the best. It is the absolute best. This looks like a cool sticker that I can put on my laptop. I have no room for it, but I'm going to make room for it. I just was in our condo's hot tub and there were a couple people talking and they were talking about the literal worst advice I've ever heard in my entire life. That advice was from an older woman who was talking to a younger gentleman, and she said, follow the money in your 20s and 30s. And I think that is, again, the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, I'm not trying to be some finance bro or motivational speaker or diet Gary Vee or anything like that. But I think following the money at any point in your life is so fucking stupid. Because guess what? If you follow the money, there'll never be enough money in the world. If you follow the clout, if you follow fame, it'll never be enough. It will never, ever be enough. You fall in love with your pursuit of your dream, your goals and things like that. And I truly believe the money will follow. And even if it's not millions and millions of dollars, it'll probably lead to a point where you're financially secure or you're able to sacrifice and enjoy things because you have your dream. I'll give you a good example of this. I started making content at the very beginning of 2018, actually New Year's Eve 2017. And who saw content creation as a job back then? It was very hard to get into it. You basically had to be a YouTuber or work for some other company making social media content for them. It just wasn't what it was today, especially with TikTok and short form. I started making rants about Cleveland sports and Ohio stereotypes. And my family and friends, God love them, they wanted me to stick to my full-time job. They wanted me to just stay away from this hobby. It's not going to make you money and things like that, or to go pursue other things that will make me money. And I never listened to anybody. I never did any of that. Don't get me wrong, there have been a lot of ups and downs, and I'm making more money now than I've ever had in my entire life. But I truly believe me following my passions led to that. If I would have done some corporate job or something that I didn't love, I don't think I'd be passionate enough to get better at it and make money. One of the greatest things that happened in my life was getting fired from one of my jobs in 2019. There was a casting call. Oh my gosh, of course there's this, okay, I'm gonna stop here. There was a casting call for a movie that was featuring Liam Neeson. He was the main part of the movie. It was being shot in Cleveland, where I'm from. It's called The Marksman. A casting company reached out to me that I previously worked with the year before. It was an Amazon pilot that never aired. I had a very small part in it. It'll never get aired, thank God. But they contacted me back and they were like, we have you in our database and you are the closest related thing in our database to Liam Neeson. Would you like to be his stand-in? And a stand-in, if you don't know, is somebody that is in the shot for the lighting and the camera and has a similar frame or build to the actor that they're standing in for. And that's so that the actor can just focus on his lines, can focus on getting in the moment, can focus on acting without being there for the lighting, for the shots, for the cinematography, and all that stuff. Are we under attack right now? This only happens when I tell a story. Anyways, long story short, I was there for a week. My boss at the time said I could be there for a week, but not any longer. The shoot was for 4 weeks. They loved me. They loved working with me. They were sad to see me go. They asked if I could be on for the remaining 3 weeks of the shoot. I said, I'd love to. I'll go ask my boss. I remember asking my boss, and I'm not kidding you, here's what he said. You really think you're gonna do this? You really think you're gonna make it in this career? You think that making $15 an hour, doing stand-in, doing all this work is gonna help you, provide for your girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time? You think she's gonna stay around for somebody that's making that money? No, you have to go and make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he wanted me to go into outside sales. I was in inside sales at the time. He wanted me to go to outside sales. He's like, you'll never make it. I quit my dreams of being a baseball player to build my dad's company. And that's what you need to do. So you either come back to work on Monday or you quit. And without hesitation, I said I quit. Now it's funny because 3 days later, he talked to his brother and he hired me back. So it ended up working out for me, kind of. I ended up leaving the company like 5 months later. But my point being, if I wouldn't have done that, I could have had some job that I wasn't making a whole lot of money at, but had the potential of making a lot of money down the road. But I never would have got to meet and work with Liam Neeson for a month, which is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my entire life, and something that no financial gain even comes close to. That experience was priceless for me. And I've always done that in every facet of my career. I haven't listened to anybody. I've taken risks. I followed my dreams and passions. It's given me just so many blessings in my life, financially, physically, mentally, just opportunities and paths. I've done so many cool things. It's so fulfilling. God has just opened so many doors in my life. More than anything, I love making content. I love the pursuit of bigger and bigger content and doing fun things. And that's what I follow. So I hope you follow that too. And that's a great segue into what I was starting the video with. I can't wait to get back to working because I miss it. Vacations are fantastic, but I enjoy what I do on a day-to-day basis so much that vacations aren't as fun. So anyways, I'm gonna stop this vlog because they're hammering something right here. Good for them. Shout out. Thank you for working. Somebody's got to do it around here because I'm not right now. But thanks for following along these daily vlogs. I might make one tomorrow. I'm not sure. You'll find out. But appreciate everybody for watching and supporting on the main channel here and everywhere else. We'll see you next time. Peace.
It's Taco Tuesday. I be chilling with the moon room down. We be cocktail cruising. I get silly when that woman come round.